Kevin Lindeman and Christine Dials, AUD, both on Sycle.net product management team, here to tell you a little bit about Sycle's new QuickBooks Synchronizer.
We're very excited to introduce the all-new Sycle QuickBooks Synchronizer, which eliminates time-consuming double entry while allowing clinics to capture powerful data about their practice. Clinical information and industry-specific reports built into Sycle complement the accounting function of QuickBooks for a more complete picture. This efficient and time-saving feature is free of charge to active Sycle users.
Great, thanks Chris. I'm going to go ahead and navigate into a patient summary down on the lower left-hand side of the appointment screen. I'm just going to go ahead and use patient ID search. Just as a reminder for all of you Sycle users, you're able to easily search for a patient based on the unique ID that's assigned to them within Sycle. I'm going to jump into our patient summary, and I'm going to go ahead and scroll down to current equipment.
Clinical information necessary for quality patient care often has accounting implications. One single entry into Sycle, along with integration into QuickBooks, allows clinics to efficiently and accurately track it all.
Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and navigate into an invoice for us now by scrolling down and clicking on our invoice date over on the left-hand side.
The Synchronizer transfers all items on Sycle invoices or credit memos to QuickBooks as QuickBooks invoices and credit memos. Payments associated with any kind of a purchase or a refund are also synced over to QuickBooks and allow for a seamless use of the Record Deposits feature in QuickBooks. Payments are automatically applied, so patient accounts are accurate. Financial statements are kept up to date and accurate so that you can make important decisions about your business and you have clear and concise records when it comes time to pay taxes.
Alrighty, so moving into some of the other features of the new version of Sycle QuickBooks Sync, I'm just going to go ahead and navigate into the Reports tab. As a reminder, this is a privilege-based area within the Sycle system, and I want to focus on the QuickBooks reports down toward the bottom of the sales report list.
One of the unique features of the Sycle QuickBooks Synchronizer that we've built in is called the approval process and the related reports. Users have the opportunity to review and make edits to transactions in Sycle before they are transferred to QuickBooks. A history report of what has already been synced into QuickBooks also allows for extra tracking and visibility.
Great, so should I go ahead and hop into the approval report for us, Chris?
Sure.
Great, I'll kick our date range out. I'll click on View Report, and here's what we've got.
You'll see that the upper portion of this report shows all of the sales, purchases, returns, and that the bottom part is going to reflect all of the payments and or refunds. So you have a chance to look at everything before it goes to QuickBooks. You can also, if you scroll back over to the left, you'll see that you can drill into each one of these invoices by clicking on the invoice number.
So I'll close out of that invoice, I'll get back into the Reports tab, and we'll go ahead and open up the Approval History report.
This report shows you what has been approved and therefore synced into QuickBooks, and who did the approving and if there were any special notes added. You can also click on the date to drill into exactly what was approved. Once again, see exactly what came over, and if there was any discrepancies or anything that you wanted to find out a little bit more about, you have access to all of this information. While use of the Sycle QuickBooks Synchronizer is completely free of charge, some practices may desire more one-on-one assistance from an expert in setting up the tool with their accounting system. Sycle has partnered with a respected CPA to provide this service. Jeremy Kicker of PWB Accounting in Minneapolis, Minnesota, is an expert in the areas of accounting and daily bookkeeping for hearing care practices. He has worked closely with many audiologists and hearing aid dispensers for the last decade. For a one-time fee, Mr. Kicker will assist practice owners with the initial setup, ensuring accurate transfer of financial data from Sycle to QuickBooks. Mr. Kicker also offers a more comprehensive accounting service as well as tax preparation services if desired.
So why don't we go ahead and move into how to get started.
To get started, you simply call Sycle support to select your start date as well as a few other parameters. You download the official Intuit synchronization software. Intuit is the company that created QuickBooks, and there's a special web-based synchronizer that we use to have Sycle talk to QuickBooks, and then you set up your accounts.
All right, Chris, well, thanks so much for taking time to explain Sycle's new QuickBooks Synchronizer to us. Thanks, Sycle users, for listening.